And through all this rhetoric and implementation of different economic plans, honestly, guys, interest rates have been super chill. All right, guys, welcome back to the Numbers and the Nuance. My name is Christopher McGee, and I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 3rd of February, 2025. It's really pleasantly warm in Utah. Well, it's really pleasantly warm in Salt Lake Valley today, I should say. I can say that much. And this is, of course, where you come whenever you want to know exactly what's going on in Utah's housing real estate. So that's what we'll jump right into. I'll give you my nuanced opinion of what's going on in our market right now, and then I'll show you the numbers right off the MLS with the charts and graphs to give you an idea of the trends of how things are moving. Let's check it out. All right, right now, there's really nothing much to reference and give a story about other than expectations around interest rates. The housing market here in Utah is really moving through winter, looking forward to spring as we would expect it to. And if we zoom out and look at, say, the last 5 to 8 years, we would see the story of how our housing market got to the higher prices that we got to as fast as we did, and why they've calmed down across the last couple of years, and why we would expect 2025 to not be much different than 2024. But everyone's eyes are on the national picture right now. We're kind of bracing for what the impact short-term and long-term is going to be in terms of Trump's tariffs against certain Chinese imports and the tariffs planned against certain Canadian and Mexican imports. Trump's hopes to drill baby drill are kind of getting rebuffed by oil companies who say they'd really rather not. OPEC is resisting the idea that Trump's putting out that he'd like to have more barrels of oil into the market so that it brings the price of oil down. And through all this rhetoric and implementation of different economic plans, honestly, guys, interest rates have been super chill. In fact, they've just tiptoed down a little bit over the last month and a half. We're now sitting at lower interest rates than we've had since mid-December of last year. So I think really we should just get used to the idea of seeing how things play out over the course of months to years. This Friday, February 7th, we will see the jobs report come out. Of course, that's something that the Fed keeps their eyes on in order to help them decide where to go with interest rates. And if we grew our economy through the month of January by adding more jobs, interest rates probably will not respond favorably, and vice versa. Let's look at the numbers. Okay, here's where things are in the Utah housing market as of February 3rd, 2025. Our current inventory sits at 9,283, down from the prior week, ending a month-long trend of going up, but still well within normal, and we're happy to see our inventory as high as we have it right now. Last week, our average days on market was 68, pretty much right where it was. That's down 1 day average from the previous week. This is trending steadily up through winter as we would expect it to. Last week's average list price came to $735,023, trending very moderately up here. Now, last week's average sold price came to $721,382, up from where it was last week. It just kind of came up with the average list price from last week, and so the difference between average list price and average sold price came again in the buyer's favor to the tune of $13,641. Now, last week's median sold price came to $510,000, so you see the difference again between where our average home price is and where more people are actually experiencing buying homes. Number of homes sold last week came to 419, well over January's norm, but still trending down if we look at it from the beginning of quarter 4. Right now we have 4,399 homes under contract in Utah. This has been trending up for over a month now. Last week, the number of times a homeowner with their house on the market decided they needed to drop their asking price, that happened 711 times. 711 down from the prior week. This looks like it's trending up over the last 6 weeks, but trending down from the beginning of last year's 4th quarter. Last week, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled, expired, or withdrawn came to 506. And as with the first of every month, it spiked up for the first week of February. We can see that this is trending very level. Interest rates for a 30-year fixed conventional loan came to about 7.05% last week, down a touch, or not last week, that's what it is right now. So that's down a touch from last week. week. And as I said earlier in this video, these are the best rates we've seen since mid-December last year. And that is it for this week, guys. If you have any questions or comments about any of the information or my take on any of the information here, feel free to hit me in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. If you or anybody you know is looking to move here in Utah, especially in Salt Lake Valley, or in Utah County just south of me, or in Tooele County just west of me, or in Davis County just north of me, I hope you're comfortable reaching out to me. I'm gonna be happy to be on your team. I always wanna make sure you're well educated on the market. I wanna make sure you understand everything you're signing, what's coming up next in the process. I just want you to feel as little anxiety as possible in the course of your move. That's my job, to make sure everything is done well and in your best interest. And of course, if you are interested in knowing exactly what Utah's housing market looks like right now, you will not find a better way than hitting subscribe and staying up on it with me from week to week. Thanks for watching this week, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, bye-bye.